Sister Amelia is very prayerful. She is very, very motherly, a very hardworking sister to us.
Makabayan, makadiyos at makatao na nakita ko rin sa kanyang way of doing things.
I'm Sister Amelia David. I was born on October 15, 1933 in Santa Rita, Pampanga. My parents are both teachers. I joined the Missionary Sisters of the Immaculate Heart of Mary on November 12, 1957.
She was known as a peaceful presence, and she was also very gentle and very good in understanding and accompanying others, especially her co-sisters and whoever worked with her. Bishop Tobias invited our congregation to send a sister to Pagadian because at that time there was much animosity between the Christians and the Muslims.
When the former superintendent informed the bishop that he will run for a position in a town, he was asked to resign. The good Bishop Tobias asked Sister Amelia to replace him.
The 16 schools were left without any superintendent at that time. And the bishop, knowing the condition of the schools, saw that this will be a big vacuum in the education ministry. And so he decided to ask our community if I could temporarily, he says, just take the place of the superintendent. But of course, the temporary basis lasted for 20 years, 21 years actually.
Before Sister Amel entered into a superintendent of the diocesan schools, yung mga schools sa diocesan kanya-kanya.
They took literally the non-profit, non-stock. So yung income ng schools at the end of the school year, zero balance. In terms of yung facilities, dilapidated yung mga school buildings, kulang ng armchairs, instructional materials, libraries, laboratories, ganoon.
The first thing I did really that I saw was badly needed was the formation of the teachers, formation of the administrators to what really it means to be a Catholic teacher. I explained to them that there are really three pillars that we depend on in Catholic schools, namely the education pillar that is supposed to take care of the academic programs and the formation for knowledge and skills. The second is really for them to understand that the Catholic school is not just a regular school, but it's a formation place, formation of apostolic graduates who will be able to witness to the gospel of Jesus. And that needs a systematic formation in the school. And the third pillar is, of course, that it has to be managed like a regular corporation because it is a corporation.
When it comes to facilities, she instructed all the administrators to put a budget in terms of repairs and maintenance. She made it clear that the schools should save for future use.
Self-nourishing, self-sustaining, ganon. Ang diocese hindi nag-abuloy sa aming school.
If we try to look at her focus, she wants the administrator will be the first to change.
Meron kaming monthly meetings. During the monthly meetings, before our business matters, meron kaming reflections in the morning, merong Bible passage, and then we reflect and we share. That would be our guiding thread for our journey. So to balance our way of doing things, na hindi lang secular way of doing things, but we also did a spiritual way of doing things.
Mindanao has always been known for its sensitive peace and order situation. Many people feel that there is always a tension in Mindanao among the tribe people especially. However, when I arrived in Mindanao and I noticed that in the schools, we have tribe people, we have Sabanan, we have Muslims, and we have Christians, and they were living together very well. So when I saw that, I started toying with the idea that maybe we can start developing a kind of an understanding and friendship among these people from the school level.
According to Sister Amel, a contest will create trouble. One of our goal, the vision of the school, is to develop compassion among students.
Yung interscholastic meet, parang presentation lang, hindi talaga nagko-compete. We just present the talents, not for the sake of winning talaga, but for showing the God-given talents from the students and teachers.
What I really appreciate from Sister very much is her practice of being very, very prayerful. She also taught us the values in life. Sister would tell us about the values of Mama Mary.
Para ba siyang nag-iwan ng isang legacy sa Pagadian kasi marami siyang mga na-introduce na mga pagbabago nang siya'y nakarating dito sa Pagadian.
She's a very loving, caring person, determined, and hardworking person.
She has a commitment and loyalty to manage the diocesan schools. And another, she made the small schools into an ideal institution.
She's just been a peaceful presence, really. Even in times of crisis, she takes the risk, really. Among the young sisters, they really appreciate and they really love her because she's a very perceptive person and she builds them up. She builds trust in them because they look at her as a model, as a, what you would call, as a mentor.
As an educator, I'd like people to know that I love children. I love to teach. And as a religious, all I wanted to be known is that I was a faithful one. I was faithful to God's will for me.